So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching, we have the best technology, we have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the going to that varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care. Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knocker Ball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel. Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Nick Jarash Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Ted Sandine Photography, Extreme Services, Cinerama Ankeny, and Amy Wiederin with Coldwell Banker.
Well, good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Centennial Digital on CISN, driven by Freedom Tire here at Ankeny Centennial High School for tonight's 4A baseball matchup between the Waukee Warriors and the number 1 ranked Centennial Jaguars. My name's Cade Tomlinson, along with my partner Rodney, and we are happy to be bringing you the action of tonight's game. How's it going, Rodney?
Good, Cade. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Ready for some baseball on a beautiful, what is it, Wednesday?
I believe it's Wednesday. Has been all day, so I think it's still probably Wednesday out. Just a bit of a breeze blowing here at the park, coming out of the northwest, it looks like. So anything to left field might be held up a bit, might ride the wave if it's to the right field side.
All right, and before we get started for today's game, we are going to have our pre-game show. If I get everything pulled up here. Today and always, our pregame show is brought to you by Cinerama. Cinerama Ankeny is your full-service sign and graphics company. We design, produce, and install all types of exterior and interior signs. Graphics for vehicles, including vehicle wraps, walls, windows, and doors. We also do banners, yard signs, business cards, real estate signs, trade show, and exhibit. Displays, flags, and more. Call us at 515-216-1240 or visit us at www.cinerama-ankeny.com. That's www.cinerama-ankeny.com. Well, before we head into tonight's game, let's take a look at some of the stats for the teams prior to tonight's game. First, we're going to take a look at the Warriors. They are coached by Dave Dirks, and coming into tonight's game, they have a record of 9-10. Looking at the team's batting overall, they are batting .251 with the highest batting average belonging to senior number 8, Colin Driscoll, with a .480 batting average. Looking at the fielding, the Warriors have committed 37 errors. And back on the baselines, the Warriors have attempted 43 stolen bases and been successful 34 times. Leading the team is senior number 33, Connor McAlpine, with 9 out of 11 attempts being successful. Looking at the pitching for Waukee, the team has pitched a total of 127 innings, with the team's ERA being 3.97. Now looking at the Jaguars, coming into tonight's game, the Jags are 18-1 and ranked first in 4A. The team as a whole batting .345 with the highest batting average belonging to Nick Severson with a .584. Looking at RBIs for the Jaguars, Jags have 127 runs batted in, with senior Damon Churchman leading the way with 21. And with that, we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer, my dad, and broadcasting partner wearing multiple hats tonight, Rodney Tomlinson, for tonight's starting lineups.
And now let's take a look at our starting lineups. First, for the Warriors. Leading off, the center fielder, number 8, Colin Driscoll. Batting second, number 3, the pitcher, Grant Sorensen. Hitting third, number 7, Carter Johnson. Batting fourth at first base, number 33, Connor McElpine. Hitting fifth, number 12, the right fielder, Hunter Reed. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 2, Bryce Hoskinson. Batting seventh in left field, number 25, Braden Billings. Batting eighth and catching, number 11, Michael Ogles. And batting ninth, number 1, the shortstop, Logan Cook. Head coach of the Warriors is Dave Dirks. And now the starters for your Centennial Jaguars. Leading off, the second baseman, number 29, Isaac Brule. Batting second and behind the plate, number 2, Nick Severson. Batting third, number 7, first baseman, Damon Churchman. In the cleanup spot, number 1, the designated hitter, Kyle Miller. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 24, Joey Oakey. Batting sixth, number 23, third baseman, Emerson Alberhaski. Hitting seventh at shortstop, number 5, Lucas Brule. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 10, Sean Stewart. And batting ninth, right fielder, number 3, Cole Greider. On the mound for the Jags, number 4, Easton Pratt.
And with that, we are going to head to commercial, and we'll be right back right after the national anthem.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the helpful smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
Well, welcome back to the ballpark here at Ankeny Centennial High School as we get ready for tonight's matchup. Once again, between the visiting Warriors of Waukee And the Centennial Jaguars ranked number 1 in 4A. Looking on the mound for the Jaguars, it's going to be Easton Pratt leading the way on the bump here tonight. Pratt yet to give up an earned run this season as we enter tonight's game. So Pratt to Severson, the battery, looking around the infield. It is Churchman at first. Isaac Brule holds down second. And over at short, a familiar last name, Lucas Brule, the older brother at short. And then it's Emerson Alberhaski holding down third. Looking to the outfield, Joey Oakey out in left. In center, no Easton Miller tonight, as I believe he is hurt and out of the lineup for a while. So Sean Stewart going to hold down center. And over in right, it is Cole Greider, as Colin Driscoll steps up to the plate for the Warriors. Colin Driscoll leads the Warriors in batting average with a .480 on the season so far. As Pratt works quickly, it is 1-1. The 1-1 delivery finds the zone, strike two. The 1-2 pitch swung on and caught by Severson. He's going to hang the forwards K for out number 1. So Grant Sorensen steps up to the dish for the Warriors.
And Cage, you mentioned that Pratt is working quickly, and as an infielder or outfielder, you love that. Love to see your pitcher working quickly, keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, trying to work through the inning as quickly as possible, get you to the offensive side of the inning. As it's 0-1 here to Sorensen, now 1-1. Looking at Sorensen, a .318 batting average over 66 at-bats. Swung on, sent to the gap in between Lucas Brule and Alberhaski. And it's going to get through for a single. So Carter Johnson stepping up to the plate, the Warriors' third baseman. Runner on first here for Johnson. Pratt gets set in the stretch. The 0-0 delivery. Just a bit high, ball one.
It looks like number 13, Duke Taylor, running at first base for the Warriors.
As Pratt makes the pickoff attempt.
Taylor running at first.
And another one. Just missed him. So your count still 1-0 to Johnson. Severson fakes the back pick. (2-0) the count. The 2-0 pitch. Finds the zone, but does not stay in the glove. So 1-2 or 2-1 now the count. The 2-1 pitch. High, ball 3. Three one the count here to Johnson. Runner on first, swung on, sent high. Over toward the first base side and out of play.
Pratt paying a lot of attention to the Warrior base runner, trying to keep him close over there. Doesn't want to give away more than he needs to.
Yeah, and looking at the base running stats for the Warriors, I do not see Taylor's name on my list. But as we've seen so far, Pratt paying very close attention to that runner on first. Swung on. And Lucas Brule settles under that one for out number 2. So Connor McAlpine stepping up to the dish, the Warrior first baseman batting from the right-handed batter's box. Finds the outer corner of the zone, strike 1.
And a nice job there by Pratt, just painting that black part of the plate.
The 0-1 pitch to McAlpine. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. And strike 2.
And the infield play in your batter pretty much straight up.
Brule brothers playing back on the grass as the pickoff attempt, and he gets him at first. So McAlpine going to get a fresh count as we come back to the top of the second. But as we head to the bottom of the first, it's 0-0, no runs, 1 hit. Your score is 0s. We will be back right after this.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Garage Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to...
So we are back at the ballpark. Isaac Brule leads us off for the Jaguars. And the throw over to first and gets him. So a 6-3 for out number 1. as Nick Severson gets ready to step up to the dish for the Jaguars.
Fabulous play by the Warriors shortstop there, ranging to his left hand, spinning all the way around to get it out in time.
As Severson finds the gap for that one. And a base hit for Severson. Adding to that already impressive batting average. Severson leads the team in batting average. A .516 batting average for Severson as Compton comes in to run. Damon Churchman steps into the box for the Jaguars. One out, runner on first. Checks the runner. And he's back safe. The 0-0 pitch. Swung on, sent back. Oh, 1 count. Checks the runner again. Compton is back safe.
And Sorensen paying a lot of attention to Compton over there. Maybe he figures he owes him one.
The 0-1 pitch.
Oof.
Just a bit low. 1-1 the count.
Not sure where it missed, but as a Jaguar fan, we'll take that one.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing as Sorensen checks Compton once again.
I don't think you want to sit on that pitch too many times.
Yeah, that the zone can change on you fairly quickly here in high school. As Compton goes for it and got him. It almost looked like Compton had gone for the swim move and got around it, but
The ball was there way ahead of him. Usually that gets you the out call.
Can try and swim all you want, but never really going to get it.
Umpire never usually buys that.
So 3-1 the count now to Churchman. As he sends it to the shortstop, Cook. Cook throws across, and out number 3 is going to be another 6-3 to end the inning. So we head back to the top of the second, and Connor McAlpine starts us off with a fresh count.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care, wheel, dent, windshield repair.
So Connor McElpine steps back up to the dish in the top of the second. So 2-0 the count to McElpine. As McElpine sends that one over to Alberhaski. Alberhaski unable to make the play, and McElpine going to be safe over at first. Oh, count. Bunt shown. Goes for the out at first and a sack bunt from Reed. So Bryce Hoskinson stepping up to the dish now for the Warriors.
And Reed getting his job done for Waukee. He gets the sacrifice down, moves the runner up 90 feet.
So now a runner at second for the Warriors. Yellow pitch to Hoskinson, just a bit high, ball one. Looks for the pickoff at second and unsuccessful.
That was about as close as you get without it being successful.
A beautiful move by Pratt. One-0 count. Low that time, and 2-0 the count.
And a nice job by Severson sacrificing himself behind the plate and keeping that one in front. He'll pay for it with a new bruise tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I was talking to Severson after the game against Waukee Northwest, and I was telling him, you really pay the price back behind the dish, and the one time you were on the baseline, they were just beating you up all over the place.
Not to mention the time or two at the plate he got plunked.
Yeah, that too. And Pratt finds the strike zone, makes it 2-1. One out, runner on second. Bryce Hoskins, the batter. The 2-1 pitch. Paints the line of the zone for strike number 2.
Catches just enough of the inside part of the zone.
So evens the count out at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, sent over to Isaac Brule. Brule to Churchman for out number 2. Runner will advance to third. So Braden Billings getting ready to step up to the plate. First pitch swung on, strike 1.
Billings unable to catch up with that one from Pratt.
Oh, 1 count. Just a bit outside, ball 1.
He wanted to. He flexed. He just didn't follow through on it.
And ball gets passed, runner comes home.
And there are the Warriors manufacturing a run. The sacrifice to move him to second, the infield hit to move him to third, and a pass ball. Warriors are on the board.
Puts the Warriors up 1-0 here in the top half of the second. Two-one pitch, swung on, strike two.
Pratt's just got to forget about it, settle back in, worry about the batter now.
2-2, swung on, caught by Severson, strike three for out number three. So with that, we are going to take a break as we head to the bottom side of the second. Your score now, Warriors 1, Jaguars 0.
Everything we do is here to benefit the client. Every decision that's needed to be made, the first question you should ask is, does this benefit the client, and is this the best thing for the client?
Our goal is to make a difference. We have the tools, resources, training, and leadership to make a difference in our agents' lives and their careers. And then they can then take that to make a difference in their clients' lives and ultimately make a difference in our communities.
We are available basically 24/7 to make sure that our agents are getting the support they need to look like $1 million in front of their clients.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from
So as we welcome you back to the ballpark, Kyle Miller steps up to the dish. First pitch swung on, strike one. And Miller a base hit out to right. And gonna run through. Joey Waukee now stepping up to the plate for the Jaguars. So 1-0 the count to Waukee. Swung on, sent to right field. And it's back to the track and a two-hopper to the wall. Waukee charges for three. Miller comes home. And a stand-up triple for Joey Waukee. So a little bit of call and response there from the Jaguars. Nice little call and response hit from Waukee there as the Warriors scored one there in the top half of the second. So Jaguars just responding.
And a great shot from Waukee. Burned the right fielder all the way to the bottom of the fence.
Alberhaski now the batter. First pitch found the strike zone. Second pitch just a bit outside. I really should be working on my impression for that just a bit outside there. So 2-1 the count now to Alberhaski. Swung on, hit off the end of the bat, and A 4-3 for out number 1, but another run comes across the board. And first pitch into Lucas Brule, called strike.
Nice curveball there, finding its way right over the plate. Alberhaski doing a nice job, hitting to the right side, bringing that second run home.
As Brule sends that one second base side. And it's going to be another 4-3 for out number 2. Sean Stewart now steps into the box for the Jaguars. .293 batting average for Stewart. Oh, 1 pitch. Finds the inside of the zone, 0-2.
Started that one right at him and broke it over the plate.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Well, he got the last one inside. He tried to go outside for that one.
Working in and out for Sorensen. 1-2 now the count. Swung on. Sent by the shortstop just barely.
Hard shot, but I think you got to give the shortstop an error on that one. Should have been played.
Yeah, just barely off of that by about 6 inches, something like that. Just barely missed it.
Well, I think it got on him a little faster than he was ready for. His reflex was just a little behind it. Either way, Jags will take the base runner, see what they can do with it with 2 away.
So Stewart running at first. Cole Greider now at the plate. And that one outside, 2-0 the count. And Sorensen looks for the pickoff. Nothing available. 2-0 the count. 2 outs. Runner on first. Looks for the pickoff again. Looking to keep Stewart close. 2-0 pitch. And 3-0 as that one just barely misses the strike zone outside. That one finds it, so 3-1 now the count, and typically on a 3-0 pitch, you don't necessarily swing no matter what.
Sure looked like the stop sign was on there to take that one right down the middle.
Yeah, typically you'll see him on a 3-0 pitch as Greider pieces that one to the gap in right center. Greider going to hold up at 2, and Stewart comes home. So another run across for the Jaguars as Stewart scoring all the way from first, and Greider taking a spot at second. A beautiful piece from Greider. So Bugs Bunny going to ask what's going on as the Warriors coach heads out to the mound to have a little bit of a meeting. And as always, a very active Jaguars crowd here with us tonight.
Here is the Centennial leadoff man, number 29, Isaac Rule.
So Isaac Brule back up to the dish for the Jaguars, and he pieces it out to center. Greider makes it home, and Brule going to find his way to second.
Rule, an RBI single. Coming to the plate, the Jaguar catcher, number 2, Nick Severson.
So Nick Severson steps up to the dish.
Nice piece of hitting there by Brule, just going after the first one, sending it right back up the middle.
Yeah, a couple of nice pieces of hitting there. Greider sending it out to the right center gap as Severson sends that one first base line foul. So like I was saying, Greider sending it to the right center gap, and then Brule follows it up. A beautiful piece, dropping it right in front of the center fielder. The 1-0 pitch to Severson. Swung on, sent in the 5-6 hole. Brule, the speedy shortstop, safe at home, and Severson going to be safe at second. So a little bit of merry-go-round going on here at the ballpark.
Yeah, the merry-go-round in full effect there as they just traded places. Nice bit of hustle to get that one into that head-first slide.
So Damon Churchman stepping up to the dish for the Jaguars. Churchman had a home run against the Wolves on the northwest side of Waukee as he sends that one to left. And Billings not able to make the grab. So another merry-go-round as Churchman finds himself at second on an E7. And Compton makes his way around to score.
Coming to the plate, designated hitter, number 1, Kyle Miller.
So the Warriors coach coming to the mound. So the Warriors came across in the top of the second here, scored 1. Jaguars seeming to have taken offense to that and come across and scored 6.
Jaguars have answered with a vengeance here in the bottom half as they've batted around. I got to move over a column on my score sheet, and we're still in the second.
So now the third becomes the second, the fourth becomes the third, and so on. And you know, one thing I've tend to notice, it's always within the first 2 batters as soon as you like shift over a column on your scorebook, that then they get out and then you just have an entirely empty column. As a new pitcher coming in for the Warriors. A wait to see the number. Adam Shaw steps onto the rubber. So not sure. Sorensen had a 3.09 ERA, and coming to Adam Shaw, a slightly bigger ERA for Shaw, a 21 ERA.
And most of this damage coming with 2 outs in the inning. So 2 out hits win games, and Jaguars certainly stringing it together here.
Yeah, I know it's more of a football thing, but people say defense wins championships, but in baseball it can kind of go either way. You got to have the defensive side to hold it down, but then really it is the offensive side that works hard and gets through to get those runs to get you further on.
Well, the Jaguar bats went a little quiet against Northwest in the second game the other night, so certainly coming out hot here in this one.
So the umpire coming out to Shaw as questions being raised, I'm guessing. Something about wristbands or something. Maybe not on the original lineup card here. I don't know if something being called off because they have Shaw listed as a courtesy runner, and I don't think that should make anything change for him being allowed to pitch, but looks like they got it all cleared up.
Discussion's over, and he's towing the rubber. Miller looking to keep that Jaguar merry-go-round still spinning.
Yeah, I think the pitching change may have broken up the momentum there for the Jaguars, or at least the Warriors can hope. As 2-0 early here for Miller.
Just buy a couple more tickets and give him to the man running the merry-go-round.
That one low and outside, ball 3.
And a nice job there. Ogles behind the plate for the Warriors. Throwing his body in front of that, keeping the runner at second.
Yeah, both Ogle and Severson doing a good job of being a wall here in today's game so far. As that's going to be ball 4, and instead of the merry-go-round, it's going to be a free ride for Kyle Miller. So Joey Ogie steps up to the plate, and a pass ball will advance the runners 1.
And as good as Ogles has been, just couldn't do anything with that one.
One 1-0 pitch coming to Okie. Not much you can do on that one there as a catcher either, as that one goes up and over the head of Ogle.
No, he'd need a ladder to help him with that one.
And I'm sure as you used to be a catcher, you feel a little bit of pain on that one, seeing that one go over his head.
Well, it's a little rough on everybody in the infield with an inning like this when they're out there so long.
And Okie going to send that one back and just above the net. So 2-1 the count to Okie. Low, ball 3. Coach acting like he was going to make a play on that one, stuck the hand up in the air and just kind of didn't really go for it. Just kind of said, I'll try. Nope, too high.
Wasn't really much of an effort.
3-2 pitch. Okie swung on, sent. Foul. Contemplating all the way throughout that one if that one was going to be gone or foul, as it just dropped short of the fence. I will say lately the ball here at Ankeny Centennial been flying to that right field, as against Waukee Northwest we saw Damon Churchman put one over the right field wall.
I didn't think that one had a chance and just kept going, so that one carried well.
At just under 1,000 feet above sea level here in Ankeny. As Okie going to get the free pass as well to first.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 23,
Emerson Alberhaski steps into the box for the Jaguars. Outside and low, ball one.
So for the Warriors, this has turned into the inning that would never end. As the Jags have sent 11 to the plate now.
So 1-1 the count to Alberhaski. Alberhaski sends that one up high. Might be the only chance for out number 3, and tracking it down is McAlpine. So as we head to the the top of the third, and Jaguars put up 7. Your score now 7-1 Centennial.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats.
So Michael Ogles steps into the box for the Warriors.
Well, Kate, if you're the Warriors here, you want to go up and get a little something going. The worst thing that can happen is 3 up, 3 down, and right back out to the field.
Yeah, but looking at that and looking at the scoreboard, you put up 1 in the top of the second, and the Jaguars responded with 7 in the bottom. So at that point, you're looking at a fairly quick game.
Well, it could be, but the Warriors are looking for an answer. They got to chip away, got to start somewhere if they're going to get back into it.
So 2-2 the count here for Ogles. Pratt to Severson, the battery, and swung on strike 3.
Pratt will get the strikeout for 1 away. They'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Logan Cook.
So that one going to be sent foul. As Pratt delivers the 0-1 pitch.
Beautiful breaking ball there for him, and Pratt working quickly.
0-2 now the count, and sends it to Alberhaski. Alberhaski fields it roughly, and Cook going to be safe at first. Colin Driscoll, now the batter for the Warriors. First pitch finds the outside of the zone, strike one.
And Alberhaski trying to play that one just looked like he might have picked the eyes up a beat too soon.
So looking at Alberhaski's errors on the season, 4 of them so far.
Well, I think if you give him that one back, he'd sure like to have it over.
And Pratt looks for the deadly pickoff move.
Well, it was deadly in the first anyway.
It is the third, so we've gone an inning without a pickoff from Pratt. And that one's going to be sent foul down the right field line. And out of play. I saw that one fall, and it did not make it out to the street, so I'm not sure where the cars out of the speakers were coming from. But
Screeching tires would say otherwise.
Is it the kids and their Power Wheels over on the right field side?
Yeah, I think it was a power scooter on the sidewalk.
So a beautiful pitch from Pratt, just high for ball number 1. One, two, the count. Pratt looks for the pickoff. Nothing there that time. One, two, the count.
Pratt just taking a little too long on that one. Driscoll calls time. About his third look over his shoulder, I was waiting for Driscoll to call the timeout and step out.
Yeah, coaches always talk about mixing up your looks, and Pratt doing a great job as Driscoll sends that one down the left field line, and as the PA system would agree, missed it by just about under 6 inches.
Max Smart making an appearance here tonight.
So 1-2 the count now to Driscoll. Not going to lie, the last name makes me think of strawberries. As it's going to be a foul ball, give Driscoll some time to recover.
Well, for those of you who didn't recognize it, there was a TV show called Get Smart, and Max Smart was the main character, and "missed it by that much" was one of his catchphrases.
He's the pop culture guy in the family, I will say that. There's always a movie reference, TV line, something that goes along with every sentence said in the house. So
it helps being old.
Most of the lines come from MASH. It also helps when you can name every single episode of MASH you've ever seen. As Stewart going to settle under that one for out number 2.
Back will make the play. That is 2 away. Here's the pitcher.
So Grant Sorensen steps up to the plate.
Sorensen at the plate. Yeah, I caught myself.
Last time we saw him, he was the pitcher, and Now we'll have to look around the field for the Warriors, figure out where he's at. The 0-0 pitch. Just a bit high. Ball one.
Yeah, I didn't see where he went into the field on defense. We'll have to pay attention there. I still had him pitching in my book, so. Alberhaski. Miller across. And that is out number 3 in the top of the third.
So out number 3.
We'll go to the bottom. It's 7-1.
We head to the bottom of the third. It is 7-1 Jaguars.
Or not.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knockerball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel.
So Lucas Brule steps into the box here for the Jaguars. 1-0 the count. Outside, finds the outside of the strike zone. And 1-1 now the count.
And my apologies at the end of last inning. I had my third baseman all mixed up. I had Alberhaski in my head, had Miller on my score sheet. So we got it right. It is Alberhaski.
Yeah, Miller usually holding down that third base side, and Miller now playing the DH spot tonight, so Alberhaski holds down third.
And I knew that, and still I wrote Miller at third base when I wrote it down, so.
2-2 count. That one on a hop right before him and out at first.
Johnson will make the play for out number 1. Now batting, center fielder, number 10, Sean Stewart.
Sean Stewart steps into the box here for the Jaguars. And 0-1 the count here for Stewart. Takes to make it 1-1. And low once again, 2-1 now the count. And another 5-3 for out number 2.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, number 3, Cole Grider.
So Cole Grider now up to bat for the Jaguars. And, of course, the threat last time starting with a 2-out rally. That one going to be low, bounce up to the net, makes it 1-0 early.
And Carter Johnson, very nice play there at third, charging in on that big hop and able to fire it across.
1-1 the count now to Grider. Fouled back, 1-2. As the track star Cole Pieper sprints out from the dugout.
A fan's appreciating his speed retrieving that
and
ball to the
here he
backstop.
comes again. I seen it. Yes, I did. As the speedster sound over the PA system, a little appreciation for Cole Pieper. And that one's outside, 3-2 now, full count. Swung on, sent back to the pitcher. And Grider going to leg that one out.
Grider will get the infield single. Stepping in, second baseman, number 29, Isaac Brule.
So Isaac Brule steps into the box as we return to the top side of the order here for the Jaguars. Here in the bottom of the third. First pitch low, strike one, or ball one.
That's a tough way to take a ball for Shaw, right off the shins on that hard comebacker.
Yeah, but didn't see much of a reaction out of him after it came off, so either he's been hit there a couple times in the past as the right fielder fails to make the play. Grider goes around, sent home. Here comes Brule. Brule being given the signal to stop. I thought they were going to give Brule the green light home, and they held him up at third, which was the smart decision. So what could have been a stand-up triple there for Brule decided to take it face first into the bag.
The catcher, number 2, Nick Severson.
Severson taking a slow trot as Isaac Brule getting ready for the baselines. I think he may have scorpioned himself just a little bit there over on third. And
well, I think if the score weren't 8-1, they'd have probably sent him on that, but a bit of sportsmanship there holding him at third.
First pitch outside to Severson.
With that ball going all the way to the wall, then even having trouble picking it up, I think there was a legitimate shot at it.
Yeah, Brule definitely, the Brule brothers in general, some of the quickest kids on the team here for the Jaguars. And makes you wonder, we saw against Waukee Northwest as Nick Severson in at the plate. Do we see a courtesy runner for Severson as we saw against Waukee Northwest? I believe it was in the second game that they did not give him a courtesy runner. Maybe he asked to run on his own, or coaches just decided that he wasn't going to give him one, and Severson sends that one and unable to get a glove on it.
Severson will drop anchor at second.
Is Driscoll as Severson finds himself at second, and there will be a courtesy runner here for Severson. That is Jack Compton.
Running for the Jaguars. At the plate, first baseman, number 7, Damon Churchman. And Severson really barreled that one up all the way to the base of the wall.
Yeah, if the wind wasn't blowing out a little bit to right, I think that might have had enough juice on it with a little bit of help to send it over the wall, as the flag hangs limp, so not much wind out there for it, but just enough of a breeze to maybe kill it just a little bit. 1-2 count here to Churchman. Check swing, strike 3, as it was in the zone.
And Shaw will get the strikeout to end the bottom of the third.
So Shaw gets the strikeout to end the third, and we head to the top of the fourth. It is 9-1 Centennial. We will see you back right after this.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Nick Jarash Fitness, Weicker Realtors, the 515 Agency, Ted Sandine Photography, Extreme Services, Sinorama Ankeny, and Amy Wiederin with Coldwell Banker.
At the plate for the Warriors, number 7, third baseman, Carter Johnson.
So the Star Wars Cantina Band joining in on the fun here tonight.
You just never know who's going to show up.
Max Smart, Cantina Band.
Bugs Bunny. Scooby-Doo.
He hasn't been here yet. Oh, he has? I must have missed him walking in the gate.
Well, the Warriors with some work to do here. Top of the fourth, they're down by 8. They're flirting with that 10-run rule coming up here shortly.
And Pratt finds that one inside, just barely misses Johnson.
And he wasn't going to move on that. He was going to let it nick him if it did.
I think he even tried to turn into it just a little bit to get it to hit him, but I think Max Smart would be coming in on that one saying he missed it by that much. As Johnson draws the base on balls.
Here's the first baseman, number 33, Connor McAlpine.
So Connor McAlpine steps up to the dish. Had a single in the second. And came around to score the only run here for the Warriors. Severson keeping Johnson on his toes as he fakes the back pick. 1-0 the count to McAlpine. Severson went to throw it. I think he disagreed with the call there, so he faked through it and then threw it again.
And apparently the Jaguars left the strike zone in the dryer just a little too long because it seems to have shrunken.
As that one's up high, ball 3. So now Severson going to come out and have a conversation here with Pratt. giving him a little time to breathe. And Pratt immediately set back on the bump. Johnson on first, McAlpine at bat. And beautiful breaking ball in to make it 3-1.
And there's a 3-0 strike.
And ball 4 up high. So the right fielder stepping into the left-handed batter's box, Hunter Reed. So runners on first and second. In the dirt, Severson, great job of being a wall back behind the dish. And 1-0 the count with no outs.
There's a nice pitch out of Pratt there. You're up 9-1. You just want your pitcher to hit the zone and make him swing at this point.
So Greider going to track that one down in right. As Bryce Hoskinson steps up to the dish.
And Johnson down at second, not wanting to test Greider's arm out there on right, as he did not tag up on that one.
I'm sure Greider wishes he would have tested him. I know we had a right fielder on the JV team who nobody would run on, and he came into the dugout one time and is like, oh, come on, just test me one time. Give me one chance, and I'll throw you out. And sometimes it is kind of impressive how strong the right fielder's arms are here in high school, as you'll see him make throws from halfway in the outfield over to third base on the fly and no hop in between. As a beautiful 0-1 pitch to make it 0-2.
And Pratt seems to have found his rhythm again.
So Jaguars seeming to work good in the two situations, 2 runners on and no outs, but there's a swung on strike 3 for out number 2.
Pratt will get the strikeout for 2 away.
Brings up Braden Billings.
25, Braden Billings.
So here's the big 2 situation for Pratt. 2 on, 2 out. So Adam Shaw now at the dish for the Warriors. And first pitch in for strike 1.
Correction, it is number 6, Adam Shaw.
As Shaw sends that one through the gap. Greider going to throw home. And he beat him.
Shaw with an RBI single.
Or not.
Well, it was very, very close at the plate.
Yeah, if I were Coach High or Coach Lynham on that one, I think I'd be coming out to look for the appeal from the infield umpire there.
Here is the Warrior catcher,
as it looked like Greider had him canned at home. And
I think the throw was just a little offline that cost him on that, the tag being just a split second late. Not popular with the home fans, however.
so Greider going to get the redemption and out number 3.
Greider waiting on that one to come down. And that is out number 3. Warriors pick up 1. It's 9.
So Warriors add 1 to the board. It is 9-2 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses. Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
So welcome back to the ballpark here at Ankeny Centennial High School. Kyle Miller stepping up to the dish here for the Jaguars.
And it's just 1 run for the Warriors that last half inning, but if they're going to come back, they got to start somewhere. 1 hit at a time, 1 base runner at a time, 1 run at a time.
1-0 the count to Miller, outside 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0. So I will say Shaw yet to settle into a groove here for the Warriors.
As Miller sends that one to the left field side. And a single for Miller. So Joey Oakey going to step up to the dish here for the Jaguars.
That was good, solid contact there from Miller.
0-0 pitch, low and in the dirt, ball 1.
He barreled that one up nicely.
One-0 pitch, fouled back, makes it 1-1.
Hey, and we need to say aloha to be tuning us in Hawaii. Although I would think if you're in
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing as you were saying that. I'm like, I don't think he's necessarily watching the game here tonight. But so got a text earlier on as we were asking a question to our head athletic director, Nate, here at Ankeny Centennial High School. Got the text back of, I'm off the job right now. I'm actually in Hawaii, so having some fun out there in the waves as Oakey sends that one down the third base side. Miller with the trailer attached going to third.
Waukee, a stand-up double. We'll bring up number 23, third baseman, Emerson Alberhaski.
I'm sure Kyle's got joked at in the dugout before of how heavy's the trailer you're towing behind you, because...
Hey, he got there.
He still got there, but I think I saw Joey kind of gaining on him as he rounded his way to second. So 1-1 now, the count to Alberhaski in the box. Runners on second and third. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, sent back, foul towards the softball field. No action on those here tonight. Two count to Alberhaski.
And Ogle is continuing to work behind the plate. Nice job of keeping that one in front of him.
And Alberhaski sends that one foul and out of play.
Everybody clap your hands.
So 2-2 the count to Alberhaski. The 2-2 pitch from the windup. Sent back towards the pitcher and off the glove. And everyone's going to be safe. Runners now on the corners. And Miller comes across.
Infield single. Coming to the plate, the Jaguar shortstop, number 5, Lucas Barrule.
And Shaw stuck a glove out for that one and just deflected it into no man's land in the infield.
So that'll put runners on the corners. Okie at third, Alberhaski at second, or at first. That would be the corner, not second. As Brule takes pitch number 1 for a ball. One-0 the count to Brule. Sent to center, and Okie gonna trot his way across. So now runners at first and second as Okie makes his way across the plate.
Single. Coming to the plate, the center fielder, number 10, Sean Stewart.
So a mound meeting going to be called. And we're going to take a break. Maybe not. As looks like the mound meeting breaking up.
Stepping in, Sean.
So Sean Stewart now steps up to the dish for the Jaguars. Yellow pitch, low and in the dirt. Pass ball, Alberhaski going to advance to third.
And both runners will move up for the Jaguars.
So 1-0 the count now to Stewart. Up high, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch.
finds the zone to make it 2-1.
And Stewart is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Reached on an error in the second and grounded out to third in the third.
And he fouls that one back to the net. So 2-2 now the count. And swung on. I don't think he necessarily meant to swing on that
will
one,
get the
but
strikeout for out number 1. I'll bring up number 3, right fielder, Cole Grider.
Cole Grider steps into the box here for the Jaguars. Then it looks like Jack Compton now on deck.
Grider trying to keep a perfect night going. Got a double in the second and a single in the third.
So I would mention something that goes along with baseball, but at this point in the game, I don't think I probably should. As Alberhaski comes across the plate. So a single and a double here for Grider.
I don't think he's going to get enough at bats for what you were thinking there.
As he sends that one through and to center, and another single going to go down in the book for Grider, as well as an RBI.
Grider, an RBI.
RBI single for Grider.
So just so you folks know, he's currently using a headset for the broadcast and a handheld mic for the PA here tonight. And he does racetracks across Iowa. So he's used to using the headset for PA. So he just tried to use the headset as the PA microphone and figured out that doesn't work too well, does it?
Hey, I tried to cover it. Thanks.
You think I'm gonna let you slide on a mess up like that?
No.
Exactly. So a new pitcher on the bump here for the Warriors. Looks like number 13. Duke Taylor. Taylor, a 7 ERA. 4 innings pitched.
Taylor now on the mound. Jack Compton at the plate.
So a pair of 13s facing each other as Jack Compton, number 13 at the dish, and Duke Taylor, number 13 on the mound. First pitch in ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Second one in the dirt, ball 2.
Duke Taylor, a junior for the Warriors.
2-0 the count to Compton, and buzzes the tower. So now Maverick and Goose making an appearance here at the ballpark. Add that to the list of celebrities. I'm sure the Admiral will call him in about that later. 3-1 now the count to Compton. And a base on ball is going to be awarded to Compton for Leighton Cole.
Will draw the base on ball.
Stepping up to the dish now for the Jaguars. Or Colin, excuse me.
Bench hitting, number 20, Leighton Colon.
And then looks like Will Morris, the true freshman for the Jaguars, on deck. As Colin takes the first pitch for a ball. Fouled back, strike one.
So some fresh faces getting an opportunity at the plate here. In the bottom of the fourth. Jags enjoying an 11-run lead.
As Colin sends that one to
McElpie
McElpie for out number 2 as a 3U in the book.
2 away.
So Will Morris
Steps
into the box.
Number 28, Will Morris.
The Jaguars' true freshman. Takes the first pitch, strike or ball one.
So 3 straight pinch hitters here for Centennial. As they enjoy an 11-run advantage.
The 2-0 pitch swung on. Sent high. And tracked down by Reed.
Reed, a great play
out
in
number
right
3.
field to get to that one for out number 3. Jaguars pick up 4 in the bottom of the inning. It's 13-2 Centennial.
So Reed saving the scorebook once again. As we head to the top of the 5th, your score 13-2 Jaguars.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
So Leighton Colin now going to be back behind the dish here for the Jaguars.
Leighton Colin now catching for Centennial. At the plate, number 1, Logan Cook.
Logan Cook steps into the box. And don't forget to stick around afterwards to find out who our Lamberti Waukee Lucci player of the game is. We will have that coming to you right after the game.
Several good candidates right now for the Jaguars.
So it's going to make it a hard decision for tonight's Lamberti Waukee Lucci player of the game. As I believe that one's fouled back. Cook not too happy with it, would have taken it and probably been called a ball, although zone seems to get bigger and smaller. Swung on, strike 3.
Pratt will get the strikeout for the first out of the inning. And takes us
5
back to the
Ks
top
on
of
the
the
night
order.
so
Center
far
fielder,
for
number 8,
Pratt.
Colin Driscoll.
As Colin Driscoll steps into the box.
And the Warriors have to find a couple of runs here if the Jaguars are going to see the plate again. He seems to be collecting.
So runner going to be safe at first.
Stepping in, number 3, Grant Sorensen.
Ash wants Cole Brighter as player of the game. I don't agree with that.
I mean, that was the first one that came in my head.
He's 3 for 3.
I mean, yeah.
Who are you thinking?
Pratt just blew that one right by him. Sorensen unable to catch up with it.
If you can take over main for now. I'm going to send Andy a text.
So Pratt checks the runner, delivers, down low. Pullen, nice job knocking it down. Pratt upset with himself on the mound. It's 2-1 here, count. And again, the Warriors need 2 here. Push this to the bottom half, otherwise the 10-run rule will come in.
Are we...
Once again, Pratt set, now kicks and delivers. Solid shot to center. Right there is going to be Stewart.
Are we saying Brighter player of the game?
Stewart
That's what I was
will
thinking.
make the play for out number
First one
2.
I thought of.
Here is number 7, third baseman, Carter Johnson.
Dead.
So Carter Johnson stepping in here.
It's
Johnson batting third in the order tonight for the Warriors. Flew out to shortstop and Mason Ball for his third appearances here tonight.
So the 0-1 pitch coming to Johnson. Up high, 1-1 now the count.
Severson and Oki could be in there, but they can get it any time.
Oki and Severson have already gotten it, and Andy wants someone who hasn't gotten it yet. So
It's just
I think
Brighter.
Brighter is our player of the game.
Sounds true.
So 1-2 now the count here to Johnson.
Jags just a strike away.
Pratt checks the runner. The 1-2 pitch, looking to put it away. And sent to center. Sean Stewart tracks it down, and that's the game.
Takes it down for out number 3.
Your final score
And that'll be
here
your ball game
at
here tonight.
the stadium,
Your
it
final,
is
Jaguars
13-2
Warriors.
Jaguars. We're going to run a few ads, and we'll be right back with tonight's Lamberti Goki player of the
Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Law, Fiscus Jewelers, Rainbow of the Heartland, the all-new Prairie Trail Sports Complex, All-Star Concrete, the Zoom Room, Knocker Ball 118, Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital, Cabaret Sports Bar and Grill, and Wendy Thompson, an affiliate of Humble Travel. Summer sports coverage on Centennial Digital is driven by Freedom Tire and brought to you by these generous local businesses: Lamberti Goki Lucci Law, Keystone Home Inspections, Reed Plumbing, the Iowa Rush Soccer Club, 72 Degrees, your comfort company, the Sassy Flower Bakery, Alter Trading Corporation, West 40 Market, Nolte & Sons Lawn and Irrigation, Rod Brannon with Shelter Insurance, the New York Life Offices of Josh Cowart, Dr. Brett Renzi and Health First Chiropractic, U.S. Cellular, the Helpful Smiles of Hy-Vee, Dr. Christy Semro with iMart Express, and Springer Floor Care.
Go.
And welcome to tonight's post-game show. Our Lamberti Goki Lucci player of the game going to go to Cole Greider here on the night.
Greider going 3 for 3 at the dish tonight, along with several other Jaguars. A very offensive night at the plate.
Yeah, Greider just an all-around good game. Had a few good plays out in right for him, and then had a 3 for 3 night, a double, a single, and a single here for Greider.
Indeed. And like you said, he had some defensive plays out there too. He's able to run down a couple, so congratulations to Cole Greider.
So with that, a 13-2 victory for the Jaguars. The Jaguars offense playing a very big role here in tonight's game, as Waukee put up 1 in the top of the second, I believe it was, and the Jaguars just came back with a fence and put up 7 and just continued on from there.
Yeah, Warriors with 1 in the top of the second and 1 in the top of the fourth, and that's all the offense they could find tonight. It was just all Jaguars from that second inning on. They look great at the plate, and they'll keep the winning streak going. Another one in the W column.
And that'll do it here tonight. On behalf of everyone here at Centennial Digital and on behalf of Andy, this has been Cade.
And Rodney.
Saying, see you next time on Centennial Digital, driven by Freedom Tire. Thank you for tuning in.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.